So I want to just record this so I can have it because I don't want to write it all down. So I'm just gonna spill out all the plot that I have in my head for this movie that I'm working on, and then I'll maybe get like Siri to write it down on like the computer because it doesn't really write anything down. My phone doesn't do that. It doesn't like doing that. So maybe I could get like a program to write it down for me later. Okay, so the movie opens up with Fartilda walking into the scene. You just see her feet like walking into the school. She goes to the fart school, and she goes down the fart hallway in the school, because all the hallways have got different names and stuff. Like there's the fart hallway, and there's the what's another word for fart? Like say just passing gas hallway for now. That's another hallway at the school because there's different hallways for different classes in the fart school, and then this all takes place in Fart Town, and yeah, and so Fertilda walks through the hallway, and you just see like it pans up, and you can see her walk by a bunch of lockers with cool stickers on them with like different bands and stuff, like stickers of different bands on the lockers. But the stickers, like the bands, are like kind of like references to stuff that you already know, like say like instead of Joy Division sticker, it's like Fart Division, you know, stuff like that. And then Fartilda gets into class, but she's late because she dropped all her fart books in the hallway. But yeah, I haven't like really worked out yeah, okay. So she drops the like it opens up with the pants up, and then she drops all her books. Because she bumps into the the big bully, whose name is hmm. I'll figure that out later. But he's the bully, and when also when they bump into each other, it makes like a fart noise, like more like a funnier fart noise than that. I don't really have that noise like Ray, so I can't really show an example. But it'd be like a big funny fart noise, and so she drops all her fart books about fart topics, and then he's like, I need money for give me your fart money for the fart lunch, and and she's like, okay, here's my money for my fart lunch, and then Fartilda gives him like 3 fart pennies, like little fart coins, because that's what it cost for the lunch, and then it's like, and then he pushes her into a locker, makes a funny fart noise again, and then she realizes she has to run to class because that little interaction with the bully took so long that she's becoming late for fart class. So she runs, and she gets to the class, and then the teacher looks at her, and she goes like, she sighs. She's like, Fartilda, I thought you said you weren't gonna be late anymore, because you're always late, Fartilda. And you can tell Fartilda really tries her best, but like there could be, you don't know. This clearly seems like something's wrong, like something's not right about Fartilda, but you don't know what that is yet. And so yeah, and then she sits down, and then class starts, and then you hear the teacher start talking, like, okay, so flatulence, and then it like kind of like starts babbling, like, like she zones out, she doesn't really pay attention to what the teacher's saying, and you just kind of hear the teacher, you just see the teacher's mouth moving, but she doesn't hear what the teacher's saying, and then she goes to dreamland, and her dreamland is like really funny, like dream sequence where there's a lot of butts and like they're all farting, and she like jumps on the butts and they fart, and then suddenly the school bell like rings, but it's instead of rings it's like fart noises, but it's like in a rapid succession, so it's like a school bell, like a ring, but it's farts. Um, and so she snaps out of the dream like whoa, and then she gets up and leaves without saying anything. And then the teacher stops her before she leaves class, and she's like, "Fartilda, is there something you want to tell me?" And then she looks down at the floor like kind of shy, and she doesn't really want to say what it is, or she doesn't really want to open up. She doesn't feel comfortable opening up about this. And then she farts, and then she runs out embarrassed. And then when she leaves the classroom, her friend uh, fart Farte- Fartella is outside of the classroom waiting for a friend, and she's like, Fartilda, uh, have you gotten a dress or a date or an address for the fart prom tonight? And so she's like, no, I haven't. I've been busy. My mom is all fucked up on fart drugs, so I'm. Well, maybe she doesn't say that. Let's say she doesn't say that, but like that's what's really going on at home. So she has trouble like getting money for the dress, and that's why it's like even more sad that the bully stole her fart coins, so she couldn't buy lunch, because like that was like all the money that she could get in a while, because like the mom uses all the money on fart drugs. So and and then yeah, and so she kind of like reluctantly tells her about that. She tells her friend that she doesn't really have a lot of money because her mom keeps stealing all the money for fart drugs, and so they band together. And she's like, "We'll get you money for a dress for the fart prom," and then there's like a cool montage of them going to like her friend's house, and her parents are like perfect, and they give her the money for a cool dress. And then there's like a fun montage of them going to the dress store and buying a dress, and it's like really cool montage. And there's like a point in the montage where there's like a fart, and they laugh together and they have a great time and they're really happy together because they're best friends. They love each other, and so they get the dress, and then on their way home from that, like it fades out of the montage. As they're walking back home with the dress in hand, she bumps into the bully again, and the bully laughs like, that's what's this? And then he takes the dress out of her hands and he rips it in half, and it's like really fucked up and sad. And then he walks off and just like, fuck you. He walks off, and then Fortilda is really distraught and sad. She's like, what am I now gonna wear to the fart prom? No one's gonna want to go to the fart prom if I don't have a dress for the fart prom. And she starts crying, and her friend feels really bad because they didn't have any more money, so they can't go buy another one. And so Fortilda just runs off without like talking to her friend. She just runs off on her own because she's too sad to like interact with her friend now because the dress is ruined. And she runs back home and she locks herself in her room. And in her room and she cries. She cries into her pillow, but like the pillow in their bed is like it's like a fart pillow. So like when she lays her face down in the fart pillow, it goes like, and then she's crying into the fart pillow, and while she's crying for like, a while so that you can really soak in how fucked up and sad it is, and then you hear like kind of like a jolly fart in the distance, and she slowly turns around and she's like, "What's that?" And then you see like a green fart cloud, and out of the fart cloud, like a beautiful fart fairy shows up, and it's like, "I will grant thee one wish." We'll think of like a way to incorporate. No, never mind. No, yeah, no, I think that's fine. She's just a fairy, but she can fart a lot. The fairy can fart, and she's like, "Really, a wish?" And then I wish I had a new dress because I lost my dress. And then she gets like the most beautiful dress, and it's really beautiful. And oh yeah, and the bully, by the way, I just remembered, the bully is that's Fartia. I don't know. I haven't got the names down yet. We'll figure that out eventually. So there's the bully is like another. That's like the hot girl of the school, and she's just got a she's really fucking hot. Well, like in the sense for like, however, they're legal age, so I can say that. And yeah, and she wants to be the baddest, so she'll be really upset if anyone else is. This is like leading into what like the big drama is gonna be for the fart prom. And so the yeah, so she gets the dress from the fart fairy, and the dress is really beautiful. It like magically gets put on her, and she gets like really epic makeup, so she looks fucking epically beautiful and stuff. And it's like a big transformation scene, and you're like, wow, she's really hot now. Like she's legal, so like you can say that, but that's not the point. But so now that she's really hot, and she's really happy now because she's got an even better dress than the other one, because the other one was like kind of like toned down. It kind of made her look just like, cute, but not like sexy. Yeah. So then the next day she's really happy, and then she calls her friend that night and tells her friend that she needs to come over as soon as possible. And then she comes over, and she shows off her new dress, and then she's like, "Fartilda, you can't wear that. The whatever the name of the bully is, like she'll be really pissed off if you show up like that. She'll fuck you up really badly if you show up and you're hotter than her." And then but Fartilda is like, "I'm sick of being pushed around by this farting jerk. I'm just gonna wear it. I'm gonna rock this thing." And then it's like a real boss bitch moment, like really, queen shit, So she's realizing that she can be strong and stand up to the bully, and then she goes to the fart prom. Well, yeah, it just kind of like fades out of her saying that and like being really proud of her dress, and she shows up to the prom, and then all the boys are like, "Whoa," because they really think she looks really fucking sexy in the new dress, and she's really happy about that, and then the bully is not happy at all, and she looks over like, "What? She can't be hotter than me," and then so she walks over and she's like being all bitchy, like, how dare you like show up like that, like who do you think you are, you know? And then her the boy that she went to prom with, that the bully went to the prom with, is like oogling her like Fartilda, and it's like really wants her more than the bully, and so but yeah, so like the bully has to like hold him back, and she gets like really jealous, and then she like start pushes Fartilda. She's like, I'm supposed to be the hot one, and she pushes her back, and then Fartilda farts, like she falls back on her butt, and she farts really loud, and that makes like a giant fart cloud that floats towards, like really slowly floats towards the bully, and it goes over her head, and it stinks so bad that she like falls down, and she's like, oh my god, it smells so bad, you know, and she like becomes unconscious. But that's and then everyone like is really happy about that, and then Fartilda gets the hot guy that was with the bully, and it's just the best prom night ever, the best fart prom of the century, and they're really happy, and she makes out with she gets to kiss the hot guy, and and that's pretty much the movie. So what do you think? I'm pretty I like that.